Just moments ago, the House passed the mask mandate bill. Representative Rob Beiswinger was the sponsor for the bill this morning, and here's how he opened debate. Let's watch it.
I do hope this just simply prohibits government employees, government officials from imposing mask mandates for the purpose of virus and infectious disease transmission, from enforcing that on citizens. So we won't be able to throw anyone in jail or impose massive fines. And I want everyone to know that I truly hope this year will be the final year that we finally get this to the governor's office for his signature and put it behind us. I think everyone knows the issue here. Some local government officials in the past overreached by threatening our neighbors with jail time and massive fines. And so I'm just going to go real quickly through a couple points in the bill. This bill doesn't cost the taxpayers a single dime. This bill increases the amount of freedom that Idahoans will have because they won't have to look over their shoulder worrying that the government will be wanting to throw them in jail or fine them for simply not wearing a face mask. Third, this bill respects the rights of people who do want to wear a mask. There is nothing in this bill which will prohibit anybody from wearing a mask at any place or time. So if you're at the gym, if you're at the grocery store, if you're in a hot air balloon ride and you want to put your mask on, you're welcome to do that. We will not stop that in any way. So this bill really respects people on both sides. Now, for government officials, they will be restricted, and they will not be able to throw people in jail or impose fines, but they still will be able to advise, recommend, suggest. I mean, heck, they could even beg us, to wear a mask if they feel that's the best method here, but they will be restricted here. I heard from one restaurant owner in Boise who was threatened with jail time a few years ago and an $80,000 fine for not imposing a mask mandate in his restaurant. And in Monday's committee hearing, we heard from Yvonne St. Cyr, who testified, who was just pardoned by President Trump as a January 6er a week ago. She comes back to Idaho here and is facing potentially 4 days in jail for simply not wearing a mask. I simply just think that's wrong. I think our government officials can make recommendations. We shouldn't be imposing, such harsh penalties for simple disagreements here. I hope we can all put this behind us. I ask for your support of House Bill 32, and I am going to ask for the governor for a pardon for Ms. St. Cyr. Thank you.
Wow, fantastic! Great opening there, and a little bit of a preview of what to come for. We'll get it. We're going to show the video. Well, we have a video of Yvonne. We want to share that with you in case you don't know the story too well. We'll get into that. But anyway, that was Representative Rob Beiswinger's opening remarks when presenting the bill. You heard it done very well there. When there was a couple people that spoke, Representative Cheatham, Representative Sauter got up and kind of pushed back a little bit on the bill. And no surprise there. In our investigation, in our short and sweet investigation of the Association of Idaho Cities, it turns out Representative Cheatham is part of that association, and they were the ones. Kelly Packard was the ones in committee who was voicing their opposition to this bill. Nonetheless, here's the tally. Let's roll that footage here. I don't know. Is this? Yeah, here we go. We can see it happening, and you'll notice it coming in overwhelmingly in a yay. However, it was a little bit interesting here. You'll see a vote switch from red to green. Both Mickelson and McCann, Representatives Mickelson and McCann, switched to green. I don't know if because they accidentally hit red or if they saw the board go really green and thought, you know what, I'm going to go with the crowd on this one and not have it be a campaign issue that I voted to put masks on your little children. Every one of the people in red there are perfectly fine with masking little children. And we showed the video. We don't have to play it again, but you've seen the footage. I mean, you all lived through it. You've seen all of the footage. Masking little children and sending them off to school or in a school bus or wherever they had to go. They couldn't go into the toy store unless they were wearing a mask, right? They couldn't accompany their parents to a what do you call it, a judicial hearing without wearing a mask, right? Atrocious, man, absolutely atrocious. And every single one of those people in red are okay with that. Apparently they're okay with that. That's what that tells me. That's what it should tell you. So take a hard look at that. All right. Well, good news. So we knew it was going to pass. We knew it was going to pass the House. It has before, so that's not a huge surprise. But I thank all of you out there who listened to our signal boosts, who made their phone calls, who sent in emails, and all that. We definitely need to get this thing over the hump. We sent in over 1,300 signatures on a petition that we ran just at the end of the year and into the early part of this year. And that's, again, on top of the 1,800 plus signatures that we gathered in 2022 for this issue. And, we've covered it on this program, but we're sick and tired of seeing this bill, and we want it into law. And this is not going to prevent just like Rob says, not going to prevent anybody from driving around alone in their car wearing their own mask, or showing up to court wearing a mask, or showing up to school wearing a mask. They want to wear a mask, wear a mask. But you're not going to force people to wear a mask at the threat of a fine or arrest. That's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen anymore. That's it. Those days are over.